Hey Pickleball world, this is Steve Paranto from my backyard court in Hillsboro, Oregon during the pandemic. That's why I've got my latex gloves on, and that's why my cameraman and hitting partner is standing quite a ways from me right now. Spencer Laurent is operating the camera today. We just got done playing some really fun skinny singles, but we're staying away from each other. We're putting together some videos on things that we've been taught. Traditionally, we've been taught in pickleball, and either you just misunderstand what you've been taught, or they don't work in today's modern game of pickleball. So how many of you have been taught to hit to your opponent's feet? I bet you've heard that over and over from your friends that you play pickleball with, maybe even instructors. Hit to your opponent's feet. Or there are really some times that can totally backfire. I'm going to show you those today. So here I am. I want to explain this, what I'm talking about now. I'm at least 6 feet from Spencer. I got to stay away from these young man's germs right now. You never know what they might be doing at nighttime, so I'm staying away from him. But he's better to model this because he's younger and quicker than I am. And this is really something that you have to be aware of when you're playing the young, quick people. So he's going to be back here hitting a hard third ball, and he's going to charge. And I'm going to show you how it backfires if I hit to where his feet were. So here's an example of what I'm talking about. Spencer is going to hit his third ball hard, and then he's going to charge. I cannot make the mistake of hitting to where his feet were. I've got to hit to where his feet are going to be, and they're going to be quite a ways up there because he's young and quick. So there, you just saw an example of me on the other side hitting my fourth ball where his feet were. It really backfired because he's quick. By the time he was in so close, that ball that would have hit near his feet, now he's hitting this high. Now I'll show you what you have to do. I've got to hit this ball where his feet are going to be. There's a big difference. So as you can see, instead of hitting back to where they were, I need to hit where his feet are going to be. Some of these players are so quick, you're going to probably have to volley dink the ball short into the kitchen. That's why when you watch the top pros play, almost all their rallies wind up with all 4 people at the net. The other situation that hitting to your opponent's feet can totally backfire is when all the players are at the net. Especially your opponent directly across from you. They're at the net, they're riding the line, which today's top players at the appropriate times know when to stay close to this line. They're very athletic, they have time to get back quickly, and they're right on this line. If I hit a ball that's going to land at their feet, it's going to be this high here. They know how to use counterbalance. They also have what I call a topspin window. That ball they attack either their backhand like this, way out in front with topspin, or forehand topspin, and their advantage is in their favor. So in that case, you need to hit well short of their feet. See what I'm talking about? That would be landing right here, but I can attack that. Today's top players can even attack balls much lower than the net. The example I love to give is Simone getting down nice and low and attacking with top spin. This is her position of her body. She's leaning way out. She can attack this ball. That ball probably would have landed right in here. So there is a time when you want to hit your opponent's feet. At the top level, it doesn't actually happen that often because they don't pop the ball up that often. But when you do get a ball nice and high, then yes, go for your opponent's feet. The person directly across from you, if you can hit their feet, they have less time to react than the person diagonal to you. So that's a great spot to go. So here's an example when it is good to go to the feet. Right then, I had a chance. So I hope this video clears up when and when not to hit to your opponent's feet. There's many misconceptions that have been taught out there in pickleball, and this is our first video, and Spencer and I are going to do quite a few more on misconceptions, things maybe you've been taught that they just don't work in today's pickleball.